can count on you.
Welcome to my YouTube channel. Tonight I'm going to be doing another art show. I'm going to be making a Father's Day card because this weekend it's Father's Day and I want to make something nice for my dad, so I'm going to be doing that. So I'm going to show you how to make a really cool Father's Day card. So I'm going to use a piece of orange paper and I'm going to use a piece of green paper. Now the first thing is first is that, the first thing is first, I have to fold the line and then I'm going to just take off the edge. That's what I'm doing. And sometimes it gets stuck. Sometimes I have to use scissors. I'm going to grab my scissors and just cut off the edge because I want it to look nice instead of a mess. So, okay, done. Now, what I'm going to do is fold this piece of paper in half. Like that. There we go. And make sure you fold it properly so the line's connected. Okay. Mine needs to be connected. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to fold it in half again. Like that. And then I'm going to do the same thing to this paper. So I'm going to grab this dotted line and fold it like I've done there. I'm doing that because these ones got like a an extra thing you have to rip out. So, and because it's in a book, it's just the excess of the book paper thingy. I don't know, but yeah. Okay, and it's being a bum, so I have to cut the edge off again. So there's that one. Now I'm going to fold that one in half, like that, and then I'm going to fold it in half again. Like that. Then I'm going to place this card into this card in the middle, like that. But we've got to stick it and stuff so it goes well. So I'm going to grab my stapler, this one, and I'm going to make sure it's lengthwise, and I'm going to staple that side. And then that side. And then what am I going to do is I'm going to make it into a book. So I'm going to grab the scissors and cut that side from there across. And be careful that you don't cut the whole thing off. And stop where the stapler is. Then fold that backwards. Like that. And it's got like a little cool little shape thing at the back, at the top, so that's really cool. Then I done that one. And that one is just plain, so that one doesn't need folding. But what I mean is, so first things first, it's a book. Then you open it up, and then there's a green part where you can put pictures and whatever, which I'm going to show you later. And then I've cut this side on this side, so instead of grabbing an extra sheet of paper, I've got it into a book, and I can write whatever I want. And that's why I did it that way. And it's all hidden too, so it's really cool. Okay. Now, the start of the cover is you've got to write Happy Father's Day, of course. And then you make sure you fold the book but because it's got staples at the top, it's an easier way to just fold it away from the staples, and then the book will be like that. But that's alright, that's cool. Okay, now I'm going to be using some glue for this one, and I've got some coloured paper which I'm going to use for this one. So I'm just going to grab some coloured paper. And I'm just going to grab a nice colour for the picture, which I don't know what colour. Oh, there's some blues. So, just going to grab colour. Sorry, guys. I'm going to grab the blue piece of paper. And I'm going to use my lead pencil, move that card away, and draw something. So, I'm going to draw my dad's, you could draw your dad's favourite sport thing or anything you want. So, I'm going to just draw, as I said, he loves my teddy bears drawings, so I'm going to draw him a teddy bear. So I'm going to draw some ears and a head. One ear's bigger than the other. I don't know how that happened. Oh well, pretty cool. Eyes and the nose and the smiley mouth. So that's that so far. Then I'm going to draw the arms, and then the little tummy, and the shoes. And these are the bears I love drawing. It's a cute, little chubby little thing. And then the ears. Then I grab the scissors and I cut this little cutie out. So I'm just cutting it out now. Trying to be careful so I don't stay. So I'm just gonna still cutting the bear out. It's just taking a while. Sorry guys. Just gotta be careful so I don't cut its ear off. Okay, so there's the little bear. But to make it come out more, I am going to stick it on the piece of paper. But first I'm going to grab my black texture and trace the pencil so it comes out a bit more. So I'm going to use, actually I'm going to use the thicker tip. And I'm just tracing the bear. So that's what I'm doing. Now I'm just tracing the head. Now I'm doing the ear. And the little eyes are going to be think I'm going to colour them blue. And then the love heart. And then little tongue. There we go. Now I'm going to colour in the bear. Oh, no. The lid. Sorry. Come on, lid. Come to me. There you go. So, with colouring the picture for your dad, you can use textures or whatever you want. So, I'm going to colour the eyes in blue text, not a black texture. I'm going to use the thin tip to colour in. So that's done. And then I'm going to make it into a brown teddy bear. So I'm going to colour the face in a brown texture. And I'm using the thinner tip of the texture, because I know it will work out well better than the thicker. And just make sure that I don't colour in the eyes, because the eyes are blue. So I'm just going to colour that in. Oopsie. Colour in the face. And I think I'm going to colour the body a different colour. Thinking. But you never know. Make sure you be careful when you colour the face, because I'm trying to change the colour of the nose and that. So far, that's the little head covered, but I've got to finish the ear. So I'm doing that now. And I probably should colour the body brown because it's cute. I'm going to do that now. And I'm going to colour the shoes a different colour. So how are you guys going? It's good? There we go. That's done. Now I'm going to colour the nose red with this texture, and I'm going to use the thin tip and the little mouth. Now I'm going to colour the shoes a green, and I'm going to use the thicker tip for that. Just do a little scribble on the shoes. Doesn't matter. Sorry, I'm going to show you the bear. And that's the cute little bear. Now I'm going to stick it on top of this piece of paper, and that's going to be the start of the paper, the card. So I grab the bear and I glue every single thing about that. There we go. Make sure we grab more glue. I'm running out of glue. What? Oh. There we go. Done. And I'm going to stick it right on the front of the cover. And if you can see, there's the little bear. Now after that, I'm going to write who's it for, or you can write what it's for, and I'm just going to write to my dad, or Happy Father's Day. So I might just do that. So in capitals, I'm going to put happy, because I don't want to write the bear so much, so I'm going to put happy down the bottom and father down the bottom. Yeah. Father and then day. So there we go. Happy Father's Day. That's the start of the card. And that's it for that. Now, I'm going to open it up and I'm going to start inside of the card. As I said, you can do pictures or whatever you want to do. So I'm going to do that envelope thing that I did before, because over here I'm going to be doing the writing. So I'm going to start the envelope thing here. So I'm going to grab a piece of paper. There's some colourful paper. and you fold it in a triangle like that. And you fold it in triangle again like that. But I'm only going to use half of the triangle, so I'm going to actually cut the triangle in half. So I only want half of the triangle for this card. Okay, so I'm going to use this cool side because it's really cool, and I'm going to put it upside down to make the envelope. I'm going to grab my glue and I'm going to glue that to the piece of paper. And I'll show you why in a minute. So then I put it down like that. Straight down, but upside down. Then I open the flap and I glue it again. Because I want the card to stay, the envelope to stay. So that's so far. Okay. Then I grab another piece of paper, which is for a boy, so it's for my dad, as I said. So I grab a blue piece of paper and I fold it in half, like that. And you can fold it in half again. It depends how big you want the card, the envelope to be. So I'm probably going to leave it to about that length, and fold it. So, sorry guys, I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, I've got it now. Now I'll grab my stapler, or you can use bobby pin, whatever, bobby pin, paper clip. And now I'm going to grab my stapler and staple two sides so the card's in place. Like that. Then I'm going to grab some paper clips. I only need two. And I'm going to grab the card and paper clip each side so it stays. We can paper clip each side, or you can just paper one side, which I'm just going to paper clip one side so the envelope still opens and you can still put things in. But if you want it to be in safe hands, so no one goes in it, grab another paper clip and you do the same on the other side. Like that. And then you have a little small opening like that. Okay, so in this envelope you can draw pictures for your dad for Father's Day. You can draw his favourite sport. You can write different things in there that you love your dad so much. Whatever you want. So what am I going to do is draw. Actually, I might write to my dad. So you could use the leftovers of the triangle paper that you're not using, and you can write to your dad. But what I'm going to do is make the cards I'm going to write to as triangle cards. And I'll show you what I'm going to do in a minute. You can write with a pencil or a texter or a pen. And I'm going to use a pen. So from the top you can go to my sweet dad or daddy, whatever. To my sweet dad. I love you so much. You are the greatest dad in the whole wide world. So that's what I wrote. So I wrote, to my sweet dad, I love you so much. You are the great dad in the whole wide world. So you can write something small, something simple, then you just fold it on a triangle, and then you pop it in. Simple. Then I'm going to do another one. Thank you for everything. You are everything to me. You are a loving and caring and sweet dad. So that's what you could write, something little cute, simple and small, and then you put it into a triangle and you pop it in. So that's done, that part is done. The next part on the piece of paper, I'm going to write, you could write Happy Father's Day, anything you want to do. You can write to him again or write more stuff or draw pictures. So I'm going to leave that blank until I think of something. Okay, so turn the card over. And when you turn the card over, you have like a blank screen surface. Okay. Then, as I said, you've got more pages to write. So you can write more stuff to your dad. That's why I did that part. So it's really good. Now, you can use these kind of things, which I love to use, or these kind of things, well, and to decorate. And, or you can grab a piece of paper, which I'm going to do, and you put, and there's like little teddy bears. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab a piece of paper. I'm going to grab some purple paper. And I'm going to hole punch teddy bears. I'll show you what I'm going to do with them in a minute. You can draw, you can hole punch from big to little babies to big ones and so forth. Then you grab the scissors and you cut that in half. And then you can glue that as a pattern on your card, which I'm going to do. So that's what I'm doing. Then you can use another puncher. Oh, wrong way. And make a nice design. So I'm going to do that twice. So there we go. Now I'm going to grab the glue. And I'm going to glue this onto the piece of paper. And here we go. From top to bottom. And that's what I've done so far. So what I'm going to be doing is putting different kinds of papers, and that's going to be my drawing thing. So I've used a purple piece of paper. Now I'm going to grab a yellow piece of paper. So with my yellow one, I'm going to fold it in half. And I'm still going to use the teddy bears, and I'll show you why. It's going to look really cool when it's finished. Then I'm going to grab the scissors and then cut off. Then you grab that side, you can see, and you put it right through your hole puncher, if you've got one of these. And you push it, so it leaves a nice design. Then I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. Then I grab the glue again, and I glue it to the piece of paper. Just take it off for a second so I can finish the job. So there. It's really getting there now. Now you grab the purple paper that you used before, and you can do any other design. So what I'm going to do is cut it right in the middle again, and I'm going to use a different design instead of the teddy bears. So all I'm going to do is this kind of design. So that's the design I'm doing. Then you glue it. And it doesn't have to be purple and yellow, but that's what I want to do for my dad anyway. I know it's not a boy's colour purple, but it's going to look really cool when it's finished. Then you grab the scissors again and you cut another stroke. So now I'm going to be using just teddy bears. So here I go. On both sides. Then I'm going to glue the paper. So that's what it's going to look like. Then you can wait for it to dry, or you can write whatever you want, or draw pictures, whatever. But I'm going to use these little extra bears by opening it. And I've got really cool bears. So I'm going to grab my glue. And I'm just going to glue some bears. And keep gluing, well, not glue, but keep putting bears on. I think this is really cool and fun, especially if you want to be a bit artistic with your dad's father's card and enjoy making it. This is another fun way you can make a card too. Okay. Oh, wait. A little bit glue there, so I'm going to glue that back. Then, that's all done there. Now, I'm going to grab, you can grab your dad's favourite colour of texture, whatever. I'm going to grab the black texture. And I'm going to write happy. You can write happy or father, but I'm going to write happy father. Okay. And you can see that. How cool is that? Happy Father's Day. Then on this side of the piece of paper, that side is actually done. I think that's really cool. Now with this side of the paper, you can just write, because as I said, it flips. So you can write anything you want to your dad and more. So that's the writing side. Now, when you turn the page, I'll show you what you can do next. Now with this side of the paper, I'm going to be using some textures. And you can use some textures or whatever you want to do for your dad. So, I'm going to draw something favourite of your dad's, anything you want. You can stick photos there, whatever. Just thinking. So, I think I'm going to use these two pieces of paper. And I'll show you why. I'm going to design something for my dad. So grab this piece of paper and you fold it and fold it, 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 right? Done. And then you can twitch it. So this is going to be a bow tie. And I'll show you why in a minute. So I'm going to do a bow tie, and then I'm going to do something else. Maybe a box of chocolates. So I'm going to make a box of chocolates. So this is going to be the box. Chocolates, and then I'm going to put chocolates on top. Anyway, so I'm going to glue this onto the piece of paper first from that side. Stick that side right, and then glue this side. Then with the tie, you just put a little bit of glue, and I'll show you why in a minute. And I'm going to put a tie in the middle. So that's going to go there. Okay, then up the top, I'm going to grab some paper, and I'm going to draw chocolates. But I'm going to cut chocolates actually. I'm going to cut a few chocolates. This piece of paper up. And I'm going to glue them. And then I'm going to colour them in. So they look like chocolates coming out of the box. Smart. So I'm just going to glue this one. And you can put it any way you want with the chocolates. You can put it upwards, downwards, however really. But I'm going to put it upwards and yeah. And downwards too. I've only got 2 more chocolates to do, and then I'm going to colour them in to make them real chocolates. Now I'm going to grab a brown, and I'm going to use the thick paste. And I know chocolates have lines, but first I'm going to colour it in the brown, and then I'm going to do the lines with the black. So colour every single chocolate in brown. So I'm just colouring every single chocolate brown. Then I'll grab the black texture and I'll pop it onto a thin line. So I do thin lines straight across and thin lines straight down. And it really doesn't matter how you do your chocolates. You can do blocks. So I'm going to do some blocks of chocolate. And then you can do blocks again. Okay. So there's my chocolates on the top. pretty cool, hey. Now, the box of chocolates. Sometimes you can get a box and they're blue. So, I'm going to do a blue box. And the chocolates are. But I'm going to just do a little scribbly kind of colour in. Just funner. So there is the box, and there's the chocolates, and then a bow. Really cool, huh? Now, the next side, you can write things to your dad, you can draw pictures, you can do anything you want. So, yeah, I'll do, this is the last of it now. You can use paper clips and make something for your dad in the card. And whatever you want. So, I'm just going to draw another. Actually, I might do another teddy bear. They're really cute, teddy bears. Or frogs. Or ducks. Chickens. Cats. I might draw my dad. I don't have to draw boys. Yeah. So you can draw your dad. His little face. Looks a bit funny actually. And draw my dad. I need to look at a photo before I draw my dad. But anyway, it could be my dad. Your arms. My dad's not that small. No, that's terrible. Oh. Draw whatever you want, really. So I've just drawn my dad. Which it doesn't look like my dad. My dad's not tiny, and he doesn't have black hair, and he doesn't wear a love heart on his shirt. So, anyway, and then when you turn the page over, you can draw another picture, which I might just use the green. Love my dad. I love my dad a lot. Kiss, hug, kiss, hug, kiss. So at the back, I've just drawn that, well, I wrote to my dad, and you can just write to your dad if you want. So I wrote, I love my dad a lot, kiss, hug, kiss, hug. So there. So there's the card. Actually, on the top, you'll put it to the person. So I'm going to put to my dad in bubble writing. So there we go, to my dad. And then you turn the page, and then you can write there or whatever. So that's where I'm going to do some more writing. And then in here, you have an envelope where you can put some more cards and things. And then when you turn the page, it's got a bit stuck. Sorry. Never do that. Let it dry next time. So if you do what I've just did by gluing and that, maybe probably let it dry next time because it got stuck on that side. But anyway, and then you can do that kind of little design instead of drawing something, and then you can write Happy Father's Day, and then you can do more writing there, which I was thinking of doing. Then you can turn the page and do writing there and writing there. And then you can draw something or make something that you think your dad would love. If you can't afford to buy anything for your dad, you can just draw something or make something for him into the card. And that could be a present with the card, do you know what I mean? And then you can draw your dad there or whatever you want to draw there. And then at the back, you can write how much you love your dad, or anything you want, or pictures at the back, whatever. So if you like my art show of making Father's Day cards, please give me a thumbs up. I will do more shows coming up soon. I am doing a Halloween card show next week, and I just hope all the fathers in the world have a great Father's Day. I love you lots. Don't forget to have a good night. Don't forget to have a good day. Don't forget to smile. I'll see you soon. Thank you very much for all the support, and thank you for the sweet comments. Thank you. Bye.